Alright, so we're back for another 2,000 point battle report at my house. It's been a while because I broke my camcorder. I'm actually using just a little camera right now, so if it comes out funny, that's probably why. But playing Blood Angels, I got a new revamped version of my Blood Angels list, and I'm playing against the new Chaos Codex. So what I got, first of all, I have a Reclusiarch and a Land Raider Redeemer with 10 Death Company. They all have bolters, and 2 of them have Power Fists. I have a Tactical Squad, Combat Squad, and there's a Las Cannon and 4 guys right there. And the other half is in the Black Rhino there in the middle, and they have a Combi Plasma and a Plasma Gun, and also have a Librarian in there with Shield of Sanguinius. And I have 2 Assault Squads, 5-man, and Razorbacks. There's this one here with a Assault Cannon on top, and this one over here on the far side with an Assault Cannon on top also, and they both just have a single Melty Gun inside there. My Predator, Autocannon, Las Cannon, 10 Assault Marines in the back here with 2 dual Melty Guns and a Power Fist. And on the far side, behind the containers over there, I have a Devastator Squad with 4 missile launchers. And a Vindicator hiding back there. So that's my list. All my extra models are just back here in the back, so ignore them, they're in vehicles. And then on the Chaos side, we have a huge squad of 35 cultists up in the front. The black squad over there in the forest is missile launchers, and then there's a giant squad of Chaos Marines behind that with dual plasma guns and the icon to make them fearless. The silver squad behind the cultists is the same exact thing, 2 plasma guns, icon to make them fearless. And they both have a power sword. We have more Havocs up on top there with autocannons, more Havocs down below here with las cannons, and then a giant squad of Plague Marines alongside there with dual Melty Guns and a Power Fist. Then in reserve, deep striking, we have Typhus and 10, what are they called? Raptors. 10 Raptors. Typhus is just landing with them to get more wounds, and they're going to separate off. And also deep striking is a totally tricked out 255 point Demon Prince with a demon weapon. That's kind of scary. But we'll be back. Chaos did not see the initiative. I'm going first. Obviously, we have Hammer and Anvil, and we're doing Purge the Alien, so I'm actually kind of a downfall right now, because I have 15 kill points to his 10. But we'll be back with Blood Angels turn 1 and see what happens. Alright, so we're back at the end of Blood Angels turn 1. I just moved everything up, kind of hugging the center little can wall here. Fired the Land Raider, my single Las Cannon, that Predator, all into his Las Cannon Havoc squad, and was able to kill only 2 of them, because he rolled a lot of saves. My Vindicator and my Missile Launcher Devastator Squad fired into that Missile Launcher Havoc Squad over there, and did nothing at all. The Vindicator just scattered off, and the missiles just bounced off. So nothing happened there. And my Heavy Bolter Razorback from the Tactical Squad, I forgot to mention it again, I think I said it was a Rhino, but the Ericsson Razorback, fired its Heavy Bolter and killed one of the autocannon Havocs up on top of the wall there. So we only killed 3 Havocs this turn, that's about it, but that's okay. So we'll be back and see what happens on Chaos. So we're back after Chaos round 1, and suddenly I don't feel so bad about my shooting. Chaos just advanced up with everything, well except for the Havocs, and then shot in with the Havocs, the last cannons hit the Land Raider and just bounced off. The autocannons shot the Librarian's Razorback and bounced off. And then the missile launcher shot the Vindicator and bounced off. Didn't even cause a single hull point to everything. I didn't have to roll my Shield of Sanguinius save. So only killing 3 Havocs suddenly wasn't so bad turn 1. So now we're going to try and maul a bunch of cultists and see if I can't live through a Demon Prince landing on next turn. So we're back with Blood Angels turn 1. Alright, so we're back at the end of Blood Angels turn 2. And I finally managed to get first blood. I shot my Land Raider and Predator back there, and Razorback and everything into this Las Cannon Havoc squad and finally killed it. I also managed with some shooting to kill a couple of the autocannon Havocs, and also 2 of the missile launcher Havocs. That was my entire army worth of shooting, just to kill those couple of guys. And then I got my Death Company out and kind of strung them back a little bit, and then assaulted into the giant squad of cultists there, who are fearless. They're actually they got Typhus upgrades. So they're just zombies, feel no pain, and fearless. But anyway, I assaulted in, killed I think 24 of them, and then we were so far out of combat they couldn't make it to combat, so we piled in against each other, and we're stuck there with 11 of them still. So that's actually really good for me. Can't get shot to death. But that's where we're at. Just kind of move everything else up, and we'll be back with Chaos turn 2 and see if they get the reserves in. Alright, so we're back at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 2, and Typhus and the Raptors did not come in, but the Demon Prince did, and he landed right back there behind the cannon wall. You can kind of see his wings sticking up back there, so he's in my backfield and it caused all kinds of problems for me. I had to turn around some stuff and try and fight him. Other than that, the Havocs up on this black thing here fired in and killed one of my Tactical Marines back here in the forest. The Plague Marines moved up and assaulted my Death Company, killed 2 of them. My Reclusiarch accepted the challenge from his Power Fist Sergeant, and luckily I killed him with my mace before he instant gave me with a Power Fist. And then I killed the cultists down to 2. There's 2 cultists left remaining there. Harder to kill than I thought they were going to be. And then the missile launchers over there, that Havoc squad shot in and did 2 hull points to my Razorback right there, the actually gray painted one. And then his plasma guns in this other just standard Chaos Marine squad fired in, got 2 penetrating hits, but my Shielding Sanguinius held out and I made 2 5-up saves from that one. So luckily it did not die. But that's where we're at for now. We'll be back with Blood Angels turn 3 and see what happens. Alright, so we're back at the end of Blood Angels turn 3, and it wasn't a bad turn, not a great turn, but not a bad one. We fired into this squad up here on this thing with like this entire side of my army and did nothing at all. The Predator actually moved up like 24 inches. This came shooting up here and didn't shoot. But anyway, he made all of his saves in that Havoc squad. The other Havoc squad wasn't so lucky. My Devastator shot in with crack missiles and blew him out of their piece of terrain. And the Vindicator finally landed a shell, landed on top of these guys here and blew the front 5 away. So that's all we managed to do in the shooting phase. In the assault phase, I assaulted into this squad of Marines. And they're just basic Chaos Space Marines. They don't even have an extra close combat weapon upgrade. It's the 13 points. And I only managed to kill the Sergeant. That was it of the entire squad. I did 1 wound, made all the rest of his saves. My Death Company did much better. Killed the last 2 remaining cultists and killed 2 of the Plague Marines. But we're still locked in there with 5 Plague Marines. So we're back with Chaos turn 3 and see if Typhus comes in. Alright, so back at the end of Chaos turn 3, and it was a pretty good turn for Chaos. Typhus, and who's being subbed in by Abdon right now. And the Raptors came in, melta-gunned my Vindicator and exploded. Even I got cover safe that little gap there, but just nuked it with a melta-gun. The Demon Prince moved up from behind the wall and assaulted into the not my Havocs, my Devastators, and took 2 wounds. He punched himself in the face and took a crack missile to the face on Overwatch. But luckily for him, though, he left 2 alive, even with his bajillion attacks and preferred enemy or with Hatred Space Marines. So I cannot shoot him. He's standing there in combat. And then over here, there's still a single Plague Marine, so my Death Company is still tied up. But I did kill him down to 1, and also they killed 1 back. And over here, I lost combat. It's just some mookie normal dudes, even though I have 2 close combat weapons, I only have 1. I failed 2 saves, and my only wound back was my Power Fist guy, so that was pretty terrible. And then this autocannon guy shot in and did 2 hull points to this Razorback and immobilized it. So that was damage from Chaos this turn. We'll be back with Blood Angels turn 4 and see what happens. Alright, so the end of Blood Angels turn 4, and I finally killed off those Plague Marines. My Recluse Yarg beat the last one with his mace. My Land Raider moved up and finally got it to use its Flamestorm cannon and cooked those autocannon Havocs up on top there. Once again, this was just a slap fest. My Power Fist managed to kill 1 dude, and they killed none in return, and I did no other wounds than that. I shot my 2 Assault Cannon Razorbacks here and over there into that squad of normal Chaos Space Marines and did nothing. No, I lied. No, killed 1. Killed 1. So I was not too good with shooting with them, but oh well. Everything else in my entire army pivoted and shot into Typhus's unit with the Raptors there and managed to kill all but 3, including the champion, so the Power Fist is dead. But Typhus and those 3 are still alive, and of course the Demon Prince mopped up my Marines over there who I couldn't shoot because he was locked in combat. But I did bail out of this one here with my plasma guns and bail out of that one there with my melta gun. I also got out of this one because it's immobilized. We're going to try and start going that way, but unless it gets turn 7, I highly doubt I'll ever make it over there. But anyway, so that's where we're at. We'll have Chaos Space Marine turn 4. Alright, so we're back at the end of Chaos turn 4, and it was a much better turn for Chaos. The Demon Prince moved up and totally annihilated, I mean like, totally, without prejudice, killed that squad of Assault Marines. I think he did 9 wounds on the charge. That guy's ridiculous. And then Typhus came in and did 8 wounds on the charge to that squad of Tactical Marines. There's only 4 or 5 of them there, but those 2 guys are just total beat sticks with those demon weapons they got. So they just nuked those. This little squad over here with that lone plasma gun there fired in and wrecked that Razorback, did 2 more hull points to it, and only had 1 left. So that's where we're at now. Chaos just pulled out 3 kill points in that 1 turn, and they have Linebreaker with Typhus back there. So we'll see what Blood Angels can do in turn. Alright, so the end of Blood Angels turn 5. The Death Company went in here and assisted this assault squad and showed them how it was done, and finally killed off that Chaos Space Marine squad that's there. My immobilized Razorback shot a twin-link assault cannon in over there and managed to kill 2 of the Marines in the bushes. Everything else fired into Typhus and that lone Raptor and killed the single Raptor, but Typhus stood there like a champ. And this lone lance cannon back here who's been chilling all game, fired into the Demon Prince, but rolled a 2 to hit, so did nothing. That's it. We'll back with Chaos turn 5 and see what they can do. So we're back at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 5, and that Demon Prince is gnarly. He just exploded like red misted 7 Assault Marines on the charge. Did 12 wounds on the charge just with 1 Demon Prince. It was crazy. That Demon Weapon Axe is insane. Just insane. But anyway, that's all that happened. Typhus ran and hid. He's back there. He's trying not to die because he's the Warlord. There he is. He's dying. And he's got Linebreaker all by himself. So these guys back here moved backwards away from me and hid in the bushes back there, and that was about it. So we're going to roll to see if the game goes on to turn 6, and it is a 3. That's kind of a glare. There we go. So it goes on to turn 6. So we'll look back and see what happens. Alright, so we got really quick turns right now because there's not much left. This part of the board here fired in the Demon Prince, put him down to 1 wound left. He's just chilling there. I did do one more rending with this Land Raider, which immobilized itself, by the way. Tried to move this little terrain here and immobilize itself. Genius Land Raider. But anyway, got a rending hit, and he made us slicked up and winnable save his last wound there, so he's alive. The Death Company fired their bolters, and the Predator fired in because he's kind of behind the wall from me there. But managed to finish off that squad over in the bushes there. So it's just Typhus hiding behind that wall, and the Demon Prince left, and my Librarian got out. In case it goes to turn 7, we're having an epic challenge going on over here, just for the fun of it. But anyway, so that's where we're at, and we'll see what happens on Chaos Space Marine turn 6. Well, we know what's going to happen. I'm going to get charged there and beat in the face. But, alright, so Chaos turn 6, and he jumped in here, and just to be silly, I challenged my Reclusiarch, because if not, I think he'd have killed the whole squad and the Reclusiarch. So I only lost 1 kill point that way instead of 2. Well, I guess I lost 2 because you got the Slay the Warlord also. But he did, what, 12 wounds to my Reclusiarch with strength 9 attacks because he has Furious Charge and his weapons plus 2 strength, and just crazy. All of them causing instant death. Just dumb. But anyway, so he butchered the Reclusiarch over there. And then Typhus comes in over here with his Demon Weapon, rolls a 1, so he doesn't get any extra attacks. He's weapon skill 1, but still manages to hit and wound 3 times and just nuke my Librarian. But it would be funny, so that happened. And then he rolled on the boon table for Chaos and only got a power that affects Psychers, and my only Psyker just got killed, so it's useless. But anyway, still funny. So we're going to roll the dice to see if it goes on turn 7. And it's a 1, so it ends on turn 6. We'll add up the points and so in the end, Chaos Space Marines took it just because I was goofing around. Jumping the Librarian out and trying to fight Typhus gave him the win over there. But other than that, it was a good game. It was 9-10 on kill points. Also, I threw this squad in Land Raider just being funny because I thought they needed a Land Raider cruise around, and so I actually took away my Line Breaker. So I actually dropped 2 points that last turn just because I was goofing off. But Chaos do win it with a 10-9 victory, and that's the game. Thanks for watching.